Hi there, it's Sophie Aldred here, and I played Ace in Doctor Who, and I just want to say hello there to Dr. Freedom.
Good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom, everything times of Doctor News from in and around the universe that may or may not make you go. No, the thing was, I'm loving how somebody in the comment box is still upholding the honor of a tabloid rag. When we were talking about the fact there would be no Christmas special back on September 28th, you remember that little ditty called How the Chib Stole Christmas? And how people were lambasting us for it? How could you talk about something for 20 minutes? Because there was very strong indicators are going to be true. Me and the guys have been talking about it since SDCC. Yet the Mirror has become the epic knowledge center of all journalism because they made a guess that even a 5-year-old boy on acid could have done. I'm not kidding. It's like we didn't take much thought about it either. We're like, wait a minute. If it's a Christmas special, how come they don't call it that? It's like there's something that's coming after the series airs. Why be so mysterious if it's Christmas? Just say it's freaking Christmas. And then, of course, oh man, it's just mind-boggling to me how people are still holding up the Mirror as an honorable thing. It's not. It is. It's a piece of shit tabloid. It will always be a piece of shit tabloid. Yet that's like saying, oh, look, somebody saw something in the cave, therefore the Weekly World News is now confirmed on Batboy. Especially when we were guessing on it how many months ago? They even did a podcast on it at the end of September. So please don't sit there and tout yourself as being, please go down there. No. Go down to the local pub and tell everybody about what a great journalistic piece that the Mirror is. Now, before or after they start throwing garbage at you, please take some selfies. All right, but let's keep moving. Let's get to the stuff that's relevant because we got a lot to cover in a few minutes. All right, so first up, off the bat, well, actually, I don't have a whole lot, but here we go. Now, first up, boom. Okay, we have synopses and titles now for episodes 9 and 10. Episode 9 being It Takes You Away. And we have a little synopses there, and, but a guest starring Ellie Walworth, Kevin Eldon. This one's written by Ed Heim and directed by Jamie Childs. Episode 10, The Battle of Ranskor of Kolos. And this is a guest starring Phyllis Logan, Mark Addy, and Purcell Escott. Written by Chris Chibnall and directed by Jamie Childs, and that's what's got me worried. Because Chibs ain't running all that hot. It seems to me like the writers they brought in are doing a far better job at writing this series than Chibnall has, to be honest with you. But okay, so we got that stuff in, and there's people already going, if you rearrange this, you could spell Scarrow at least twice. Oh, Jesus H. Jones, people. Just because you're good at Scrabble doesn't mean the Daleks are coming back. All right, get over it. All right, and also here's a little something extra that somebody just sent to me, and it probably won't appear on screen, so here we go. Or maybe it will. All right, this was just sent to me. Apparently this is a synopsis for the New Year's Day special. So please, once again. All right, the all-new episode written by Chris Hill, directed by Wayne Yip. As the new year begins, a terrifying evil is stirring from across the centuries of Earth history. Will the Dr. Ryan and Graham and Yaz be able to overcome this threat to planet Earth? So, interesting. If that didn't come up on your screen, that's just what I had up. Wait a minute. No, he was being brought in for that. Dummy me. All right, so moving forward. Okay, Steven Moffat predicts. He basically just says she'll last 3 years. Hey, Moffat, do you mean 3 years with 3 series of shows, or 4 years with 3 series of shows like you did Peter Capaldi? See what I mean? But once again, it's not like he has a crystal ball up his ass or somewhere underneath that muggy, weird hair he carries. It's just the fact that this has been the average so far for most doctors. All right, is Doctor Who finally getting it right on race? After 55 years, about time series faces up to its fairly un-PC record, much to the outrage of Jeremy Clarkson. I'll leave this one for you to read. I found it to be an interesting piece, but, it's up to you. I'll leave it for you. Moving forward, Indie Mac user, once again, just the same stuff that was on that other article, but I like going to her page, so I'm going to leave a link for it for you anyway. Moving forward. Too preachy, too PC, too popular. Why Doctor Who purists are wrong about Jodie Whittaker. Once again, another opinion piece. I leave this for you to read, make up your mind, and to decide. But also, you're probably not going to get to see it anyway because it's in the Telegraph, and I have one of them nifty little things to it where every now and then I click on it and see the whole article. No, I am not subscribing to an online paper, so I only get to see it for so often. But hey, let you know it's out there. Moving forward, Julie Hesmondhalgh has now said, or Hesmondhalgh says political correctness criticism is bollocks. That's right. There have been recent mutterings about the new series of Doctor Who, Jodie Whittaker's first in the title role, being too politically correct, and incoming guest star Julie Hesmondhalgh has some thoughts. Now, she goes, I think you can probably imagine my thoughts on that. It's just a load of bollocks. It's just hilarious. It happens as soon as you get a little bit of diversity, which to me is really exciting. To watch that first episode and see proper representation was absolutely brilliant for me. I was buzzing off it because that's the world we live in. And when you see it reflected on screen, it's like, oh, finally, this is great. So nice little piece there. And of course, you're going to be seeing her coming up in Kerblam. Okay, the Phantom Piper graphic novel. This one stars 12th Doctor, played by Peter Capaldi, its companion Bill Potts. And this will be, all right, blah, blah, blah. And they're plunged into 4 incredible adventures right here. Stories and art by Scott Gray, Martin Garotti, Stas Johnson, and Mike Collins. This lavish volume also includes a 15-page commentary section by the creators, revealing never-before-published artwork, photos, and character designs. It is on sale today, 148 pages, full color. And here's the money. It'll be about $20 for us here in America. All right, so once again, just because a magazine gets it right every now and then, it's basically like saying that a blind guy throwing a dartboard at a blind guy throwing darts at a dartboard because he hits a bullseye every now and then must be a phenomenal prodigy of darts. It's not the same story. Like I said, we were talking about this Christmas special New Year's Day thing in a podcast back in September. And then we were talking about it even before that, before we decided to sit down and do the podcast at the end of September. So it didn't take a math specialist, Einstein, or even Tesla to figure out that there wasn't going to be a Christmas special this year. We pretty much had decided here on the Omega Files between us that it wasn't going to happen. Just by the simple fact that you go back, watch the SDC footage, they never once refer to episode 11 as being Christmas. The only place it was referred to as a Christmas special was on Wayne Yip's CV. So then that may have just been somebody typing it up to say, oh, look, we're misdirecting you. Oh. So, and also the fact that Radio Times, and even I thought when they were talking episode 11 at first, I'm like, wow, there's going to be a Christmas special. Yay. But then the more it sank in, I'm like, they've never referred to it as Christmas. Dun, 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 dun. So please don't hold up the mirror as being the greatest source of journalism because they made a prediction even a bunch of schoolyard kids could, whether there be pudding in the cafeteria that day or not. Oh, wait. Well, folks, I'm out of here. Good night. Take care. Have a good one. Yeah, I'm not going to say it. I'll get in trouble. Good night.